The two most important components are screenplay and casting. What I do with the cinematographer, if it's a 50, a 150, that's all important too. Not as important as screenplay and casting. And when I say 90% of directing is casting, I mean not just in front of the camera, but behind the camera. Who your collaborators are. With them also, you want situations in which you don't have to talk much. What's more important, character or structure? Yeah. They are not separate. Why? Because you, Kirby, or I, Alexander, in a certain decision-making moment would decide differently. So how you specifically, given who you are, how you decide determines that next chapter, which means the structure of the story. So you start with a premise, and then some motor to get him going, and then some, inciting incident around page 30. And then you're kind of off to the races, if you know who those people are. Because those people are going to tell you what they want to do. Now, you may not have it all on the first draft. You're still kind of zombie walking around a little bit, like with those people. But with each successive draft, and then sometimes you reverse engineer. Oh, wouldn't it be great if later he or she does this? Well, what can I plant character-wise earlier that would make him or her do that? So there is a dialectic between then discussion between structure, the course of the story, and character. You can, reverse engineer the character a little bit. But it's really based on who those people are. And the other thing too, like you talk about silence, like just watching Mary play, putting together the jigsaw puzzle, like trying to put her life together. A brief moment that Kevin, my editor, fought me on. We don't need that AP, we got the film's too damn long as it is. But where they drop her off at her sister's house in Boston, and she gets out of the car, slams the door, and then the boy comes down and says, bye, and she says, where are you going? You got to help me up those stairs. Yep. That scene has no narrative.
I actually thought it was great, though.
Utility.
I noticed that.
But it's just lovely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why is it lovely? I don't know. But I want to look at it. Please, two things. Number one, make sure each individual character sounds like that character and not like you. One reads a lot of screenplays where all the characters speak with the same cadence, which is the cadence with which the screenwriter thinks and speaks. That's where screenwriting meets improvisational acting. You have to kind of channel each person. The other thing, make those screenplays as short as humanly possible. I do a thing which is a first draft, you vomit it all out, great. But then as you're combing through it, and particularly when you're getting it fit for human consumption, anything which the reader does not absolutely have to know, does the reader have to know that the house is yellow? No, that's a house. I keep a separate file called director's notes, which is something that I want to remember, but the reader doesn't have to know it. It's really bad to have a feature script 120 pages or more, I think, because if you want a basically 2-hour film. And if you're writing it for yourself as director, same thing. Why? Because the director needs time to build moments of letting Mary go up the stairs. I don't want to just be cutting for the story and the dialogue. I want to cut for the behavior.